Hello viewers, in this video I'm going to show you how to calculate the income tax for an individual who has both the savings income and non-savings income. When we say non-savings income, it is the employment income, whereas savings income can be income from interest income, bank interest income, or interest from national savings investments. So in my previous video you must have noticed that I drew a ladder, and it is very important to understand through drawing this ladder, and that is for the non-savings income, which is employment income. The personal allowance, which is a gift to every individual, is 12,570 for the tax year 2023 and 2024. Then we have a basic limit of 37,700 and the higher limit is 125,140. The tax rate, the basic tax rate is 20%. The higher tax rate is 40%, and any income above the higher rate will be taxed at 45%. This is the first ladder, and the second ladder is for the savings income. So I'm going to draw just next to it. Savings income, the first £5,000 of savings income is taxed at 0%. Anything above that, the basic limit is the same, and the higher limit is the same, and the tax rate are also the same, 20, 40, and 45%. Just like personal allowance, savings income will also attract some allowances which are called personal savings allowance. So I'm going to call it personal savings allowance, PSA. If an individual's taxable income is within the basic limit, that individual is entitled to basic limit, entitled to a £1,000 allowance. That means the £1,000 of savings income will be taxed at 0%. If the individual's taxable income, which I'm going to show you in this working, is within the higher limit, then that individual will have a personal savings allowance of only 500. So in a way, as personal allowance is a gift from HMRC in non-savings income case, in savings income, personal savings allowance is a gift from HMRC. £1,000 gift if the individual's taxable income is 1,000 is within the basic limit, so there will be £1,000 gift. And if the individual's taxable income is in the higher rate, then the gift will be 500. So in my example today, I have Robert, who has non-savings income and the savings income. So before I calculate the tax for both the incomes, I am assuming that Robert only has an income of £5,000 savings income. That's all he has. So this means that his first 5,000 following the second ladder, which is the savings ladder, the first 5,000 will be taxed at 0%. If the savings income of Robert is 6,000, so the first 5,000 will be falling in the savings limit of at 0%, and then the other 1,000 will be falling under the personal savings allowance. So that means the other 1,000 will also be taxed at 0%. So that means Robert is paying 0% on both 5,000 and 1,000, so eventually he's paying no tax on savings income. Now let's change it to 7,000. So if the savings income is £7,000, then the first 5,000 will be taxed at 0%. Remember, Robert only has savings income in this case, no other income. And the other £1,000 will be personal savings allowance, which will be covered by the personal savings allowance and that will be at 0% again. And the remaining £1,000 will be taxed at 20%, and therefore Robert will only pay £200 for the 7,000 savings income. Now HMRC is encouraging individuals to invest money in the bank and earn interest income. Now moving on to my example today. This was just for explaining you what is the personal savings allowance and what is savings allowance in case an individual has only one income. In this case, Robert has a non-savings income of 40,000 and savings income of 1,250. So we need to find out what is the total income, and then we will have to subtract the personal allowance out of the non-savings income. So then we will have two columns, non-savings income and savings income. This 40,000 will appear under non-savings, and 1,250 will appear under the savings column. We'll draw the line here. The total income of Robert is 41,250. 1250. Then we will be subtracting the personal allowance. That non-savings income is 40,000, so the personal allowance will be deducted from the non-savings income. If Robert's non-savings income, employment income, is less than 12,570, then any leftover personal allowance will be transferred to the savings column. So the taxable income of Robert is 28,680, which represents that Robert is a basic rate taxpayer. So 28,000 will fall somewhere below 37,700. Now let's work out the tax, how much tax Robert is going to pay. On the non-savings income, we will take this 27,430. So 27,430 will appear somewhere on the letter. So I'm going to change the color. So 27 will fall somewhere over here, 27,430. So you can see that we still have a room up above 27,430 in the basic limit where we can adjust the savings income, or we can tax the savings income. $27,430, all of it will be taxed at 20%. 586. Then we will jump from one letter onto the other letter and we'll go across. This technique is very useful for students to understand where do we land on the savings ladder. And you can see that I am landing on the savings ladder, which is above 5,000 limit. This means that that income of Robert, which is non-savings income, is more than 5,000. So he has lost that savings allowance of 5,000. So he's not going to have that allowance anymore. But the other allowance, which is personal savings allowance, which is written at the bottom, will be available. Therefore, the savings income, which is 1,250, will be accommodated over here, somewhere over here, but the whole 1,250 will not be taxed at 20%. The first 1,000 will be the personal savings allowance over here, and that will be taxed at 0%. The remaining 250 will be taxed at 20%. The tax rates are same. And therefore, the tax liability £5,536. Hope you'll find this example useful. Thank you very much.